Bird scooters flew into Nashville in May, quickly becoming a popular way to get around downtown. But after a struggle with the city over rules, the dockless scooters are caged until leaders can come up with a plan to regulate this rideshare system. News Channel 5's Jonquil Newland is at City Hall for us tonight, where council members decided to defer a second reading of this ordinance. So, Jonquil, what happens now?
Yeah, good evening, Carrie. The ordinance will go before the council again at the next Metro Council meeting. However, tonight, as you mentioned, this ordinance was deferred after at least one council member spoke up about a few concerns.
People now that they realize that this was about to come up for second reading, which means discussion, which means if we get past this, we can't amend it anymore. They haven't had time to look at this to say, hey, did we get these numbers right? Hey, are all the regulatory pieces that actually concerned us when these things were operating, are those addressed?
Now, you'll recall Metro began confiscating hundreds of those bird scooters last month. And while the company initially claimed those confiscations were illegal, they did eventually remove all of the scooters from the streets until Metro Council passes an ordinance to regulate them. Now that ordinance looks to tighten up regulatory framework, put more requirements on dockless scooter companies while giving Metro more authority to regulate them. I spoke with Councilman Jeremy Elrod this evening, who's working to encourage a partnership between the rideshare companies and Metro.
Tourists are going to drive them and use them, but I think most of all it's going to be a very good transportation option for our Nashville citizens, the people that actually live here. It'll be a very inexpensive way to get places around their neighborhood, downtown, West End, but also to and from transit stops, bus stops.
Now, if this second reading fails, that means it's back to the drawing board for council members, so they want to make sure they want to get this right. Of course, stay with News Channel 5 as the story develops. At City Hall tonight, I'm Jonquil Newland, News Channel 5.
Jonquil, thank you.